It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for another exciting adventure into the land of customizing with all of the Tiny Meng here at Tiny Meng Tuesday. As always, I'm your host, Diamond Dave Wheeler, a.k.a. Dave Wonder, a.k.a. that guy who strangely is wearing a lot of green today, apparently. It's nice. Joining me, as always, is the Madman of Minneapolis. That's right, we got new money, Matt Lind.
Hey.
Oh, your desk is so clean.
Yes. Well, I was working from home today, so it had to be.
I'm jealous.
Also, I've been, trying to organize a little bit. So.
Well, you're miles ahead of me. Then joining us for the first time in a long time, we got two of the best gents around. We have your King Ginger. Hi, King.
Hello.
And we have Sweet Baby Jesus. Hi, Beard.
There's a big baby. Big baby. Hello.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm sweet too, but
Hi.
Hi.
So how oh man, words, they escape me. How's everybody doing tonight? Thing going well? Oh, Grogu.
Ah.
Shaky says, King! Shake says, hi, Matt. This thing Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Oh, snap. They were booked, says Super Spike. Beard. Hi, Beard.
Hello.
That's right, baby. We're here.
What up, Joe? Oh, thanks, Shakes.
Let's fucking
The
go.
good of the woods have arrived, baby.
So I guess we'll kind of run around the loop. What is everybody working on tonight? Matt's already knee deep. Actually, everybody. It looks like everybody's kind of already.
Yeah, I was gonna work on this later on the stream, but I mixed up the paint, and now I'm kind of up against the clock here. So just repainting the alternate hair piece that I made for the new Sentry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What are you working on, King?
Well, I might Dremel out this head that Matt gave me.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
But then we'll go on this body.
Ah,
I am fiddling around with this stone giant that should be done like years ago, and then I'm also getting ready to do some stuff to this mole man head.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Beard, what you working on?
He's gonna do stuff to that mole man head that we can't talk about on this channel because, good lord, there might be some family people about, but it's gonna get nasty. I'm not doing too much. I've been raiding my local library to pick up some comic books, and so I got the rest of the Rat Queens that I hadn't read. Got the whole Sweet Tooth Compendium. Got the first Starman compendium. Read through JSA Golden Age. Reading through a lot of Fantastic Four. Read through James Robinson's run. Reading through the Marvel Knights run and the 1, 2, 3, 4 run with the J. Lee covers. Yeah, what else, man? I've been getting into, it is the season to be dicey. So I got these great dice from North to South Designs. They're going into a lot of kind of acrylic dice, but they have some beautiful big metal chonky boys that this is the Dragon Scale set. Really beautiful, nice weight, really well balanced, and they come in this great slip case. Highly recommend. It's just a husband and wife team. They do really cool work, and they usually throw in a couple of fun freebies from their collection. So other than that, there's this like mystery like give stuff, take stuff, free space at my place of employment, and someone has been like mysteriously leaving these like Grogu. I have this one, and I have the one that's like swaddled, and they just like people have been leaving stuff. So I've been like bringing in little figurines, and like people have been just like dropping off stuff. So it's been this really weird like pseudo toy swap at my place of employment. So that's been very fun. Other than that, I've just been, raising money for Extra Life, baby. Raised over $18,000. We're not stopping. Extra Life Encore till the end of the year. Tax-deductible donations to help support kids and their families. So watch out for more games, more wacky stuff, more crazy ideas, bad ideas for good causes, I guess, as DW says. Yeah. Telling ghost stories. Not going to be around, unfortunately, this week, but Spoopy Boys is coming back. Known World United on Friday. So pull up for some Spoopy Boys with your King Ginger and Crazy Colin and maybe your sweet Clarksky boy. Yeah, that's it. That's probably more than you needed to hear from me, but that's okay. I don't always have things going on, but when I do, they're great.
Sweet. I am working on assembling the Spider-Boy custom that I've been working on for a while. I decided I needed to tweak it a little bit, so I'm trying to create new joints to put these boots on so that it's more accurate. And then I'll be assembling that. I am working more on my, I believe it's The Creep is the name of the character from the 2012 TMNT series. It is a resin printed figure by my buddy Ryan Thomas. So I have bin printed parts that I have been filing down and slowly reworking so that I can get them all to fit together. Dave, you're getting beard and airbrush for Christmas this year. I'm getting tired of this effusive shit. What? All right. Speaking of raising money, that's right. Shaggy's also taking the plunge, as it were, the polar plunge, that is, coming up. I believe it's early next year. So definitely go check that link out. I believe I also tossed it in the video description below.
March.
Yes, and
he's doing it in March.
March, sorry. And then I think you said merch, and I'm like, I suppose they might have merch, but they haven't Wire in the Beast lab coat yet. I haven't, Brian. I got a bunch of other projects I got to knock out before I get to that, but I plan on it. It is on the list of improvements. But yeah, right now I'm doing a little work ski kind of across the board, trying to knock out a couple of things just to clear the deck, because right now the studio kind of looks like a shithole because I have shit everywhere. So working on that. Oh, show. But yeah. So should be a fairly chill evening. Just gonna work on this 3D printed figure a little bit to try and get it to fit together better. Mitch, you're back. You got the internet back up and running. Merch, consume. That's right. We got the Heel Turn Radio shop. We also have the Dave Wonder shop. When in doubt, check it out. Busy bunch of Mengs. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good evening, folks. Might be kind of a quiet evening, but
we'll see.
Still counts.
Into the swang of things.
Indeed.
Just.
I'm very excited. Comics in the chat sent that Sentry over, and it's currently at the PO box, and I gotta go get it.
It's a good figure. I'm excited to get more characters on that body.
Yes.
New body that it is.
Is Mitch holding down Tiny Meg 2? Wait, is Mitch holding down Heel Turn alone again? No. Well, hold on. Maybe. Conspiring with Nightbot, yeah. Hi, 3M. I wasn't worried. Just kidding. That's how my office is. Not sure if I want a clean slate. If I do, it'd be for the last time. I said that last time. Comic says, sweet. Glad he got there. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got a notification that I have something in there, and as I recall, it is from your neck of the woods. So, pretty stoked about that.
My Spider Villains 5-pack and Symbiote 3-pack are supposed to be arriving tomorrow. I'm excited for that.
Nice. My lovely partner's coworker, I found out, is a huge Legends collector today. And he said, hey, I got this pack, but I don't want these 3 figures out of the 5-pack. would you want them?
What?
And it was Razorback, the Human Fly, and Spider-Man. And I was like, yes, like, yes, I would. So I think the spare Razorback is actually going to go out to Robo because I know he is jonesing to make a secondary Razorback, but make him bulky. Like
Yeah, he wants to use that Sabretooth body, I think, which I think is
yeah,
too,
which is going to be a beefy boy.
each their own.
Yeah, but I mean, as he has said time and time again, he's like, there's not many heroes from Arkansas, so I had to give that to him. So
Well, have you been to Arkansas?
yes,
I the
Heroes-
prosecution. Yeah, prosecution rests.
hey man, he's in Arkansas. I figure if he's stoked about a hero from his area, that's good enough for me. So
Oh yeah.
I just want to say that there was not just one, but two Razorbacks, Skrull Razorback and regular Razorback, and Tigra baby. Tigra apparently, for some reason, was the 50 state initiative for Marvel when they did that.
They just find
in
that when they didn't have anybody prominent enough to grace a cover.
Yeah.
There was some other ones where it's like, yeah, that character has nothing to do with that stage.
Yeah.
for now, quote unquote heroes, Joe Anger, but 2 GI Joes from Hibbing. Very true. Super Spike. Oh my god, dude, that's awesome. Oh, all right. I really want that Razorback back in Spidey. Gotta wait for a sale. Did anyone go in on the Strife 5-pack today?
Oh yeah.
I did, and then I canceled it because I thought it was a Pulse exclusive. So like, I don't know. I got excited and like jumped the gun, and then I was like, oh, it's on Amazon. Like,
Yeah, it's everywhere.
so I'm like,
It's nice.
I'm gonna wait. It's a great pack, but I think I'm going to attempt to wait it out.
That is fair. That is fair. I lack the patience.
Oh, there we go. Oh shit! Did I just completely sand this one down for the wrong figure or the wrong side? Yes, I did. Fantastic. Great Tiger figure didn't like that shade of orange. Fair. Could be worse. Could be Florida. That's fair. Is anyone going to put the Silvermane head on the Pretty Boy body? I kind of want to.
I think that the body he's coming on is actually still closer to his comic look. It's more, streamlined for sure, but I don't know. I think Pretty Boy is too distinct to be used for too much else. But that's me.
I just like the sculpt as a whole is really nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if they've got other uses planned because there's a lot of new tooling for an exclusive. But I don't know what else you do with that body.
I don't know. I'm waiting for that 5-pack to inevitably go on sale. Yeah, if anyone is interested, the Hasbro eBay store has some $12 legends. Cool.
Yeah, they'll put some good stuff on there every now and then.
Which is still weird to me. Is that odd? Like, I get weirded out when Hasbro's like, "Hey, you want a deal?" I'm like, yeah, I do.
It doesn't come up very often.
It's always that thing of like, it's always at very strange times. It'll be like, it's April 3rd. Do you know what day it is? It's April 3rd. That's right. We're putting figures on sale. All right, cool.
Right. So clearing plastic away to change the code out on Mastermind here, and then I'm gonna have to get my cape off of eBay probably.
Dude, I got the one from, god dang, now I'm blanking. Rebel 10 Customs when she had a couple, and it is night and day.
Yeah, I definitely missed out on. I know there was a bunch, floating around to make him more useful, and I missed out. But I think GPS lot has just like a shoulder cloak, or at least something I think I can cut down,
Yeah.
because he's got such a unique. There's the only figure that I'm aware of that has like his look is the Justice Scarecrow, and that thing's all weird and like wrinkly, plasticky looking, even though it's supposed to be, I think, burlap. I don't know. Anyway, and that figure isn't cheap, so
Yeah. God dang. I don't know how to do this.
I think you do.
Well, it's that thing of this figure, like this. It's a 3D printed figure, so it's all resin. So it's that thing of trying to figure out how to best file this so that all the pieces get together.
Yeah.
But it's just so finicky. I wonder if the cloak on that new Black Series Imperial officer that's coming out would look good. Oh, it's not a bad idea.
So
I have a question for you guys. They've been kind of noodling around for a while.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide. I don't think that these are like holy grails by any stretch of the imagination, because I don't know what exists and what doesn't exist. But I was thinking a lot about some of the like busts or like statuettes, or even kind of just the kind of premier figures that not I'm talking about like not like 12 inches, but talking about like 6 or smaller. I am, and man, another time. Thank you very much, Emilio. This is my vintage basement with my vintage board that I have had since I was in, gosh, I don't know, second grade or something like that. It has all my wrestling pins on it, lapel pins. Also has a sticker from, let's see, Real Big Fish, Beck Midnight Vultures, WWF SmackDown, the first one from THQ. On PlayStation for the by Activision. Warp Tour 3 Alive, Period Bats, Chemical Brothers, Surrender, 22 Jacks, You Can't Stunt Master, the old school shit.
Indeed. Have you seen
But anyway, I was wondering if there's any, I know that we aren't kind of big folks when it comes to statuettes rather than kind of action figures, but are there any statuettes in like an artist style or an animation style that like would entice you into that
Ramos?
realm?
I came really close when they put out the Core 3 in Todd Knox style for Young Justice. And then I don't know, was it Young? Yeah, it was Todd Knox style. But they almost verged on Mike Waringo style, which most people on the channel know, as well as everybody on here with me. I'm a huge Mike Waringo mark, so yeah, that definitely got me. But
yeah, I don't know that there is, frankly, because it's just not something like that interests me as a collector. I've seen a few things here and there, and I'm like, oh, that's neat, but I've never wanted to be like, I've never said like, oh yes, I have to get this. With statues and stuff. So,
yeah.
Adam Hughes DC statues are all very nice. I agree. Mitch Falcon, I kind of want that Marvel Gallery Goblin Queen, which is really Mutant X Marvel Woman. True. Diamond Slice just showed up. Spider-Man animated series style Green Goblin, if that show is ever up for reality. Oh, their animated bust for that series looks They look fantastic. I've
seen those. Those are real nice.
I toyed around with getting a few of them and then trying to get Corey to cast the heads.
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, well, the head sculpts are great, but they're too big.
Yeah, I've been looking. I think that it's probably well documented that I enjoy Rex and Ahsoka from Clone Wars and from Rebels and from basically anything. But they have those. Oh no!
Or do they?
Whoa! We all disappeared,
That
and now
Batman
we're all
Black and White does it to me. Oh yeah,
everybody
Emilio.
turned into little spinning discs.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah, Batman Black and White had some absolutely stunning pieces that they had for a long time. The Batman Black and White always looks great, as does the Harley Quinn Black and White and red ones. Yeah. Brandon says, Earl Greybeard.
Hi. Yeah. So I don't know. I've been looking at those the like Japanese series that they did based on the Clone Wars.
Like the Kotobukiya?
What's that?
I said like the Kotobukiya lineup.
Yeah. They're quite nice, and those two fit together. Which I
when you're getting into the interlocking stuff.
Yeah, baby.
I like the Ben Presto DBZ statues, reasonable price, and large selection.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, getting closer. There is a leg.
Leg.
I don't think this will be articulated once I'm done with it. These joints are so stinking tight.
I was just thinking that the other thing that I've always wanted is like a really ideal set of Fantastic Four figures. I think that we've gotten some that have been pretty fantastic. Ha 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 ha. But
spaghetti.
Just thinking about, is there a kind of best version of each of these? Like, is there basically any series that's kind of nailed all four of them, or is it always kind of a pick and choose type of thing? And then whether it's a kind of classic lineup, or whether it's I don't know.
The best haven't actually come out yet, have they?
No, those they're apparently coming in early 2023, but I'll believe that when I see it.
Which one?
Mesco. I mean,
they have some absolutely beautiful. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I'm still waiting on the D&D stuff.
Yeah, Adam Kumler says favorite amalgam or make up your own. I gotta go Spider Boy, just because I love me some Spider Boy. Love him so much, I'm making a damn figure.
Probably Doctor Strange Fate or Speed Demon. I think both those designs are awesome.
Speed Demon rules.
I really liked the idea of Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I also thought the kind of like Green Centurion, Hal Stark, Iron Man, Green Lantern mashup was pretty sweet.
Emilio!
Emilio coming in hot.
Show me the lie. Show me the lie.
My favorite. Did you dig me some amalgam? But now I'm trying to think.
I also I mean, it's really hard to argue with challengers of the fantastic.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
Wow. Well, hello. I didn't see you there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chat, as well as Beard and Matt, what are you guys jamming out to tonight?
Nothing.
So, do you guys have to have silence then when you're doing stuff?
No, I just don't. I don't like headphones if I can help it. And if I was gonna do headphones, then if I had headphones, then I could swing something. But I don't want anything to come through on the stream. So.
Oh, okay. Beardly?
I'm not listening.
I can't see chat, so someone else is gonna have to pay attention to that.
That's fine.
Yeah. I've been listening to the Push Kings a lot lately. One of my probably one of my favorite albums of like the late 90s was Far Places, came out in like 98. They are awesome. They it kind of sounded like the Jackson 5 and like George Michael had a kid. It's like really like 60s, 70s vibes. But yeah, anyway, I thought that they're quite enjoyable.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, hey, Ways of the Sip. Hey guys, what's up? 5-Finger Death Punch for Brandon.
Ooh.
Cool. Somebody lost their parents, though. Yeah, makes sense for a responsible person who's lost his parents to not dress up as a bat but lead a federal bureau of superpowers.
So I enjoy, and I don't know if anyone else enjoys, Tighten Up the Defense. It's a podcast where they fluctuate one I think they do every 2 weeks. It's two brothers. I think there might be like stepbrothers, but they do one episode will be about Teen Titans, and the other next episode will be about the Defenders. Hence the name, Tighten Up the Defense. I had forgotten what an absolute shitbag character Danny Chase is.
I'm trying to remember Danny Chase. I know the name Danny Chase.
I know Danny Chase.
He's fucking the worst. It was like Marv Wolfman must have been like, well, we need a new young character. I'll give you someone hip and cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then everyone was like, no, Marv, this kid is the worst.
Did you say hip and cool?
I did, and I spoke the magic words, and you appear.
I appear. Yes. It's totally how that worked.
So yeah, David, your thoughts on Danny Chase?
Honestly, I'm trying to rack my brain because I'm pulling a blank. But
Teen Titan.
Yeah, I haven't read a lot of that run, sadly.
I mean, all I really remember is the that's the ginger with the glasses, yeah.
Yeah, who whose parents were super spies, and then he's got like telekinetic power, but he's also like a 14-year-old super spy.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's just a total dickbag.
Yeah, I mean, all I remember is that I was pulling a blank until just now, and all I remember is just I didn't really give a shit about the character, if that makes sense. It just wasn't. I don't know. I didn't care. Like I wasn't attached to the character at all.
I mean, he may be shitty, but he's no Terry Long.
Oh, oh. You know what, Matt? I think they're close though, because in a recent episode they talked about how when Jason Todd dies, and Dick's all broken up about it, Danny Chase is basically like, "Fuck that guy." And it's just like, and that's kind of the straw that breaks the camel's back, and that's why he gets kicked out of the Titans. Is Dick's like, yeah, I'm not really in the Titans anymore, but you can go fuck yourself somewhere else.
I mean, so was he written to be?
Yeah, he was written to be a complete prick. He's just, I think the idea was I'm too cool for school type of thing, but it just comes off as the worst. He's just the worst.
Well, so mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the initial mission.
Well, no, I mean that's you once you start writing a character or start getting feedback, it's
I think it was one of those things where it was I've altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
I mean, Vince was originally booking Honky Tonk Man as a face, so
I don't know if you know this, Matthew, but we've called a Honky Tonk Man match, and that dude was over as well.
I was there for it.
I know you were.
And
I know you were. Probably drier than we were at the announce table.
Well, yeah. Well, we had, they did bring out ponchos for everybody.
Yeah, not for us.
Husky.
Not for those with electrical equipment on our head.
Husky Melissa Etheridge was in his corner.
Oh, God, I forgot about that. Oh, gosh.
What?
It's fine. It's
Greg Valentine.
Oh.
He wanted to come to your window, your drive-through window.
Yeah,
Come to my.
I always love the on the Major Pod where they'll bring up how much Matt paid for the Rhythm and Blues Hasbro Greg Valentine, and Tommy Dreamer said, you could have paid that to Greg Valentine and he would have lived at your house and been your servant for a year.
Oh. If only Tommy Dreamer hadn't revealed himself to be kind of a shitbag.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely found him very entertaining prior to him being like, what? What's a little being trapped on an airplane harassment and sexual assault between nature boys?
Shit.
Yeah. Womp womp.
I don't get what the big deal is with civilians.
Oh, man. Wolfman was hoisted by his own petard with Danny, says Mitch. Shaggy says, blonde man, if you watch Ego's Toy Vault. Yes, blonde man. And all ego Ethan. Oh, also blonde man. That looks great, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's just the first century's hair. But
I thought I was looking down because I thought I was about to spill a bunch of wash on myself, and I thought you were saying that Matt had somehow painted all the Ego Ethan Page in the time I'd looked down to the time that I looked up, and then I saw blonde man, and I was like, oh wait, what? So, yeah, looks really good, Matt.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I mean, the hair that he came with is freaking great, but it is a little too dynamic for just normal poses.
Well, I guess I will keep sanding this. It is amazing, like how tight some of these joints are. Like I can put this together, and that is, like that's the torso, and it will. Like I did hardly any sanding on this, and it is tight. But like I have to friggin' sand this head joint so that I can fit the damn neck in.
I mean, 3D printing, it's imprecise.
Oh yeah, I mean,
especially depending on the resolution and all that.
Also the file.
Yeah.
What you making, Dave? Oh, this is the Creep from the 2012 Turtle series. I'm currently letting some of my parts cool down for Spider Boy, and then I will be working on that again. Yeah, I got a couple hair repaints to work on tonight as well. But yeah, you know me. Never
Down with OPP.
right.
What is the best? What's the best
Naughty by Nature song.
chewing gum jingle of all time?
Oh, hands down.
Oh, I want to hear your opinion then, since you're
Yeah, man.
going
And
Yeah,
hardcore here.
hands down. I need to hear it.
Hands fucking down. You know, I got to come up with a prop here. There we go.
Mr. Walker, you were informed of the rules of the debate ahead of time. No problem.
Look, get your Mod Podge out, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is going to move you.
Oh shit!
Grab a stick, pull it out. The taste is going to move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit, it's going to move you. It's got the taste. It gets right to you. Juicy fruit, the taste is going to move you.
God, I was going to go against you, Matt, but that's a strong argument.
If you got better, I'm open to suggestions.
I can't remember the jingle now for Big Red, but
So it's a little longer, laugh a little longer, stay close a little longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer. Make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red. Banger. Banger.
Big Red's good. I think those are both Wrigley brands too. So whoever was doing jingles at Wrigley's knows the shit.
Okay.
See, juicy
Double
fruit
your pleasure, double your fun. It's the right one. Double mint gum.
Yeah.
Juicy fruit gets the nod from me because they would change it according to what was happening in the commercial. So you get your surfboards out, or get your jet skis out, or get whatever thing that the cool people in the commercial were doing while chewing Big Red.
Yeah.
They're not Big Red, juicy fruit.
Yeah.
Gum number 5.
Yeah, juicy fruit as a gum is garbage, but
yeah, as a chewing gum, it is less than delightful.
So I got this Crasher. And it's Hasbro adopting the GoBots character.
Orbits, Dirty Mouth.
So I am going, but they didn't. Crasher always had like lipstick cartoon, so I'm gonna have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
This is just a Mirage head until somebody inevitably does like a third party head for this figure.
Yeah. Super Bubble. I prefer Juicy Fruit over Extra. Less Than Delightful is the name of my concept album, says Roman.
Nice. Did anyone else grow up with Hubba Bubba?
I like Hubba Bubba was the candy or the gum that was made in like 1962 and never made again, but it tastes exactly the same and all slightly harder than the last time you ate it.
That and Big League Chew, those were two things I remember just constantly
Big League Chew.
James
jamming that
Big
gob in
League
my
Chew is
mouth.
such a weird thing, though. It's like, hey, kids, do you want chewing tobacco? You can't have it.
You're not old enough.
So pretend.
Yeah.
I do hate that they made like Big League Chew like bubble gum, like gumballs. It's like this is
that's
dumb.
Blasphemy.
Yeah,
That's
right.
awful. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Big League Chew is like it needs to come in the pouch, like so you too can look like your dad's alcoholic buddy, golfing buddy, who is also Agent for Harm.
They did. I've seen it more recently, and I think they got rid of I don't know who it was. Like I feel like it was like a Mad Magazine guy or something who did the original art on the Big League Chew pouches.
Yeah,
those are great, and I've seen them more recently, and they totally got.
Yeah, they're bad. They look like the illustrations from the what's the wrestling game that's ongoing from Phil Star Games? You know what I'm talking about?
Retro or
what's that?
Retromania?
No, the card game.
Oh.
Let's see.
I was like, Retromania has a like caricature thing that's pretty cool.
Filsinger Games. They make like Home of Champions of the Galaxy, and they do Legends of Wrestling, and they've done like they do a lot of different like expansions for the game. But they do a lot of indie wrestling. They did like a couple Chikara sets. They've done like ROH sets. But it looks like that art where it's kind of like that mostly looks like that person. The Big League Chew is kind of like that now. Where it's like, yeah, vaguely looks like a baseball player.
Well, I think they also have like other sports on Big League Chew now.
I haven't seen that. I know that they do season things. So they do like
want to be chewing on something while you're doing the pole vault. That's for sure.
Yeah. But they also do a bunch of different flavors now. They have original, and then I know that they used to do grape. You could get grape, but they have like watermelon, wild pitch watermelon, swinging sour apple, big rally blue raspberry, slamming strawberry, curveball cotton candy. That shit's crazy, man. Crazy, man.
So I'm trying to think now because we had candy.
Ooh,
we had candy chew and candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Was there ever like candy booze?
Ooh, I don't know, man.
Sorry, traveling.
That one feels like maybe they thought it was a bridge too far, but
which is shocking.
Well, yeah,
no, I'm sure that they did.
I would also. I mean, I'm sure somebody looked into it. Oh, there we go. Ninth is on it, and Mitch is saying nickel nose. Maybe I just never saw it then. Because I feel like that probably didn't last as long as Big League Chew and candy cigarettes did, which were definitely still around well into the 90s.
Yeah.
And I think you can still get candy cigarettes, but they're like candy sticks or something.
Yeah.
But I would be curious to know, like, if like RJ Reynolds had put any money into whoever was making Big League Chew and.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine that's not owned by one of those companies.
No, you didn't, Mixie. Don't worry. You got 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, the cat's in this thing.
Mitch Falcon says, I had beer-flavored chips last week. They tasted like brewer's yeast.
Ugh.
Yeah, most of those are real bad.
Yeah, that doesn't sound enjoyable at all.
I forgot about the little wax root beer bottles.
Beer bottles, apparently.
Anybody remember the oh god, the what were they called? Just bottles?
I do remember WAP. That was just like not too long ago, David.
Toy du jour. I don't think Fun Dip was supposed to be cocaine because you don't ingest cocaine, but I did get.
I don't know. We did a lot of rubbing Fun Dip on her gums.
Yeah, not knowing like really what that totally was.
What that meant.
And then
we saw it on a movie.
And then you just left with that freaking awful chalky ass stick.
Yeah.
Well, that hurt. Let's see. Okay, that's done.
Dave, what did you do?
I broke off a piece of the resin.
Oh, no.
Speaking of one of the greatest fucking jingles of all time, Kit Kat. Come on, son. Yeah. For anybody that's watched the Scum and Villainy episodes, my friend Joel is rewatching them and like sending me quotes that he finds hilarious. Mostly just about like us denying that we did stuff, even though it happened all in that. Yeah, it's good stuff. bubblegum cigarettes that were made with powdered sugar that you could blow out and make smoke. Damn, Emilio, that's some next level shit. Cream Saver's best hard candy ever, Shaggy. Damn, dude, that's good. That's a bold statement.
That was a bold statement.
Cream Savers? Oh man, they don't make those anymore, do they?
I don't think so, but I remember those.
I do. They were tasty.
They brought them back, says Super Spike.
Oh, no.
Trident and Fruit Stripe gum coming in from 9th.
I would get Fruit Stripe, but I was never like excited about it. Other than that, it was just sugar. Trident's fine. It's not a fun gum.
No, it's a functional gum. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's practical.
It's the Toyota Corolla of gum.
Oh, dude, it's me in the core 4. It's me. I don't really do shit, but I'm an enjoyable flavor. That's it. There's nothing. I ain't blowing bubbles. I ain't really doing anything except for making your jaw hurt after 30 minutes. But
and you're an effective dentifrice.
Yeah, baby.
All right, I'm gonna call this good.
Hold on. Boink.
Oh, I love it.
Looks great, Matt.
I don't know. I did.
Like this. How dare you compare yourself to Fruit Stripe?
No, it's not working.
Fruit Stripe gum is terrible for what it is. 3M, that's the best. That's maybe the best commentary of all night.
No, Fruit Stripe gum is freaking. I mean, there is no gum that loses its flavor faster.
Man, I'm getting dogged for my gum comments. Mitch, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you chewing me up and then spitting me out. I'm at least super bubble man. Oh, thanks.
That's good.
Super Bubble, the Hubba Bubba poor knockoff cousin. Wish.com, Hubba Bubba.
The Sarah Logan of bubblegum.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were talking about this the other day. We were talking about like a litmus test as to like things that you can ask on a job interview. And you ask someone what's their favorite bubble gum, and if they say like anything besides like Bubblicious or something like that, bubble tape. Like if people say chewing gum for a bubble gum question, like get the fuck out of here with this Trident dentine like thin stick non-bubble stuff. Come on.
What
now.
if they hit you with Bazooka Joe?
Oh yeah, I'm down. That's for blowing bubbles. Yeah. That's not some weird diet fad chewing gum bullshit. You got to get in there. Aisman asked Matt, "Is that Crasher?"
It is.
Yeah, baby.
When Pulse put her and Shadow Strip up, I was like, "Oh, I am going to get those right away from Pulse because they're in stock," which means I will actually get them, unlike a Walmart pre-order.
Oh,
which is
like betting the ponies.
Yeah. I mean, even that at this point, it's like investing in crypto. You know you're going to get screwed. The question is just how hard.
Yeah. By the way, do we check?
I wasn't going to give her pupils, but I do think it. Let's see if it focuses. There it goes. I do think it helps.
Nice. Oh yeah, it adds a little bit.
Yeah.
By the way, did we talk about the X-Men Villains 5-pack? Very briefly.
Very briefly. I think it's great. I'm very excited to get random, because random's awesome.
Agreed.
I love that Vertigo. I think that's awesome looking.
Vertigo is great. I just wish I thought we were going to get any of the other Marauders.
Yeah.
That's how it always is with these packs. It's like, all right, here's one character from a team.
I wonder if they do that because they're afraid that if they do more, it just won't sell.
I
think
think
like if we shotgun approach it, we'll at least hit enough.
Yeah, I think there is probably some of that calculation where it's like, okay, we can't, like, we know that if we just did a Marauders 5-pack, that might not do well enough. But if we do, a buffet sort of or a sampler pack, like I don't know what everybody's. I don't get enough like boxes of chocolates to have a strong opinion on there, but there's always some in there where it's just like I don't want this one, like, and most of the time nobody does, but then every once in a while it's like, oh yeah, that's like my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's definitely some of that with these sets. But it is also weird because, you know, at least half of this set are parts of teams, which, you know, is interesting. I guess, I mean, depending on how you want to count Strife, but Zero is definitely MLF. And it's like, you know.
Yeah. Is it weird that I saw Zero and I was like, man, I could make that a really cool Spot figure?
Yeah, but we're going to get Spot.
Yeah.
He's the main baddie in Into the Spider-Verse.
So I think.
Well, he's the main announced baddie. They've already done toys of him, just not Legends.
I don't know who is running the parody account on Twitter of Mayor Jacob Fry, but they are chef's kiss. They have been hitting everything on the head. That's a Minneapolis specific
reference.
Oh yes,
no, everybody. Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna.
And really only of pertinence to James and myself.
Yeah.
Ones who actually live in Minneapolis proper now.
Yeah.
They've used to.
You're a proper Minneapolis boy.
Anyway, yeah.
I'm a real boy.
Real boy.
Screw some Jacob Fry.
Yeah.
We watched another episode of Del Toro last night. And Cassandra was like, are you going to keep showing me stuff that's going to give me goddamn nightmares before I go to bed?
If it's fucking Del Toro, yeah.
It was real good. And,
yes.
1 is good. 2 is great. 3 is just in between.
I just realized why I'm having issues with this. The torso was printed too small.
Oh.
So that's a problem. I'll have to get back together with my printer on that one. Because I'm like, wow, I'm really modding the shit out of these joints. And I'm like, oh, wait, I modded the shit out of all the joints so far. And then I looked at how I was modding them. I'm like, yeah, the torso's too small.
Yeah, Fournette. I saw that he did the intro to the Lord of the Rings panel. Like, Twitter ate him alive for that. Like, hey, guys, you know, like, or it's like pictured Sam, Frodo, and Saruman. Or someone else said, someone else, God, what was it? It was like, it was like really shitty something cosplay. But, you know, good try, Jacob.
I can't remember what cosplay it was. Mitch, I'm gonna guess at this point that the Thunderbolts are gonna get finished first, just because we really only need Fixer and Atlas.
Yeah.
And and I guess, I mean, depending on how important it is to you to get Meteorite and not.
How close is Serpent Society, though? Serpent Society is getting close, right?
No.
That's what I thought, but apparently they are less than halfway.
Yeah,
there's a lot of members of Serpent Society.
Yeah, they're like 15 strong. And I think we've got 4.
Yeah, but do you count all 15 of those guys?
I do.
As Serpent Society?
Yeah.
I absolutely do.
I concur.
But yeah, like Thunderbolts, like if you're going for the debut team, then we're close, though not necessarily all in those looks. But like, do you consider Jolt a must-have Thunderbolts member?
She was not the initial team, though.
Right, but she was pretty important, you know, in terms of the characters. So it's
Yeah.
one of those things that's hard to define.
She was the first edition, wasn't she?
Yes. And she came along. She came along pretty quick. Like issue 4 or 5.
Was it that early? I thought it was a little later than that.
I think she first appeared in issue like 4 or 5, and then joined the team within the first year, if I remember right.
I missed something. I was dremeling.
That's okay. We're just talking about Jolt in the Thunderbolts.
Fair. Back to muting. I'm just kidding. We have something more important than muting right now. Just saying.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not 1, not 2, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
So good. Oh, hi, Stormy.
Hey, I got a question from the chat that I don't think that we really touched on, which was Rum Handballs asked, how do you guys deal with the big important set piece encounter for D&D? I feel a little intimidated.
Oh, well, I will let the D&D DMs speak to that, because I got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, King, you've set up more things like that. I mean, we set up the kind of obstacle course for the what should I call it? The Thunderlock bar crawl. But you've set up a bunch for Extra Life and for us playing first group and stuff like that. Do you have a sense for kind of how you build around kind of like a centerpiece for?
I think you got to ask yourself, what are you trying to get accomplished in that encounter? Is it a location encounter because like the location's the most important part of the story? Because if it is, then it's just you rely upon like location events, change status effects based on location. If it's not, if it's like you've got a big bad, then it's, I think, important to put the onus on the big bad. You got to give them lair actions. You got to give them, any type of special things you want to give them. It's your game. I'm a big believer in using minions from 4th edition, which are just 1 hit point monsters, because it makes players feel like they're the baddest mofos on the block when they're just mowing down hundreds of dudes. I also would say don't be afraid to change your plans on the fly. I know some people are adamant, like whatever you put on the paper is exactly what should happen. I am not that person.
That's just going to make you go insane.
Well, I mean, they'll be like, you don't fudge dice rolls, you don't, and I'm like, that's nuts. Like I don't play games to punish myself or other people. So like if I'm about to kill somebody and it's an ignominious death, like it's just, unless they did something incredibly dumb to get us there, I'm not killing them at that point. I'm gonna hurt them real bad. It's gonna be a learning moment. But I believe in fudging dice rolls. I believe in, like, if you're curb stomping my big bad and you've been curb stomping everybody, then I will make some adjustments. I'll add some hit points. I'll start, I'll add an effect on the fly that changes their armor class. Maybe I'll do something where underlings or minions show up or whatever it may be. Because I want it to be fun. I want it to be memorable. Now, that being said, if every fight's been a slog and they've been struggling and they come in and beat down the big bad in like 1 round and they're having a blast doing it, then I'll be like, okay, well, this is just going to be that moment where the big bad overestimates and gets his butt handed to him. I think you just gotta kind of play it as it lies, I guess. I try to look at DMing like improv or like jazz or anything like that, where it's just like I just go where the game takes me. I've stopped doing like tons and tons and tons of prep. I just use the Mike Shea Lazy Dungeon Master prep for my sessions. I know like here's the 3 beats I want to hit in a 2+ hour session. How I get there is, going to be dependent on what the players do. I facilitate. They tell the story.
As Mitch just said, the DM is not the enemy.
Yep. I don't remember who wrote it in their book, but someone said if you're a dungeon master worth your salt, you should be the player's biggest fan. You literally should be cheering them on. And that's why I'm also a rule of cool. If you're like, Chaos Scar because we didn't do one this month because we only had one person sign up. But Chaos Scar in October, we had somebody who German suplexed a like junior boulet in a tunnel. And they're like, "Can I do this?" And I said, "You tell me how you want to do it, and we'll figure it out."
You can try.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing. And if it sounds cool and you explain to me reasonably well why you can do it, then let's go. It should be fun. It should be something that they go tell their friends, like, you won't believe this cool thing we did. And that was like something I heard a lot coming out of Extra Life was from a couple people who don't normally play with everybody, who came out of that saying like how much fun they had because of the way that our games were run and the people running them and how freeing it was to have people like encourage them to have fun.
Well, that's I've never liked, I understand why some people want to, glom on to the dice and put the rules around it, but I just tell the story. I don't know. It's
no, I agree.
You got the right approach though, for sure.
I mean, I will say this, I just sent my notes to James a couple days ago for Star Wars, so he had somewhere to look off for some background stuff he was working on. Those notes are real slim, huh? It's basic
thing. Like if you get so bogged down in like, well, I wrote all this cool stuff, and now they're not going to use it, they're not going to get to see it, and then you're going to railroad them so that you get to do what you wanted to do. Like, I don't remember which person I was watching who was talking about this. Their thing was like, your players don't give a shit about your lore until it is directly applicable to them in front of them in the game. And I will say I've developed all kinds of stuff where I was like, God, I can't wait to get here. We never got there, and we never will. But it just goes back into the idea file for another game, another idea, another opportunity when it works out. If the players want to go do something else, and let's go do what they want to do. It's not running is not for you to stroke your ego. Well, now you're reminding me. I've been listening to a podcast. They've been talking about D&D a little lately, and kind of playing some stuff here and there. But one guy was saying like he played in this group, and the DM wanted to like give everybody a romance, and he's like, well, my character was like a warforged or whatever. I'm not, and that's not really what I'm here for, And all of a sudden, like, here's a female warforged, and then the DM is like, just mentioned like in passing, like, oh hey, if we ever get there, I've got I put a chart together for robot anal or whatever.
Oh,
and,
Jesus.
Yeah, and he's like, so he waited till lunch break, left, like just walked out the back door, jumped over the fence, and never went back. Because he's like, if it's not if we get there, if you put the work into making that chart, you're gonna use it somehow. You're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he's like, nope, and just got the fuck out of there.
I've only gotten better by playing with people whose sensibilities are different than my own, because it's made me like not push the boundaries as much with some horror stuff. It's made me, be better about looking at a situation going, this is a perfect time to fade to black. Um, so listen to your players. They're going to tell you where they want things to go. Beard's a big believer in session 0, and I think does it better than about anybody I've played with. And uses microscope to set the world up as a collaborative effort. So I will say this: if you're ever asking about advice on D&D, I'm more than happy to help, with one exception.
Okay. Is it robot anal?
No,
Okay.
we don't talk about puzzle dungeons.
That hurts just like Super Spike saying, haha, writing a bunch of stuff that doesn't get seen sounds like a Tales from the Loop. Colin loves writing stuff out, and like it always goes haywire.
But that's a perfect example. He just rolled with it.
And he loves it.
Yeah, and let you guys take it where it was going to go, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
That's the key, is like it needs to be fun. We're adults now, and I'm not giving up my, Saturday morning and playing Star Wars until the sun goes down, and then going, well, maybe if I don't have to mow the lawn tomorrow, we can do this again. I'm literally like, hey, this is a day off. This is precious hours to me. I need it to be fun.
Yeah.
I need to feel like that the investment there is not just me and my friends sitting on the table having fun and laughing, but for me personally, I want there to be an end result. I want a story. Like I said, I want my games to have a story where at the end of it, I look back on it fondly and say, oh man, that time we did that thing, that was great. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
So that's what I endeavor to make sure that I feel like the folks who walk away from my games feel like. I have not in a long time had somebody walk away and be like, that was shit. Except for me. I will always say it's shit, but because it should always be better, and I'm never going to be satisfied with how it goes. I mean, that's just the reality of it. But did that help at all?
Ninth says, King, that was the shit.
If you ever really, Beard and I have somebody that we kind of roped into D&D who had played a lot before, but now has been running a lot. And, I would say, how often, James? Like once a month, probably. We have a Facebook Messenger group where he'll just message and ask a question or want some feedback. I think it's one of the best things you can do is, crowdsource your ideas. Come on Sunday mornings. That's all we really do.
Yeah.
I would say 30% of my best stuff in the last 6 months has been because of the chat and Matt.
Yeah.
Because you guys have much better, interesting ideas than I'll have. You'll take it and run in a direction I never even contemplated, and it ends up being much more interesting.
Yeah, Rum Hambles said it's basically the group is sieging a slaver's keep that has a mine underneath it. They're probably going to fight some of the slave soldiers as well. It's going to be interesting.
Odiug. It's a perfect place for an Odiug.
Yeah.
And do something fun with your Odiug. I like the erudite Odiug. An Odiug who maybe ate something they shouldn't have, so now is very, very smart and talks like Dr. Fraser Crane. But still wants to, potentially eat them unless they have a bunch of trash for him to eat.
Mixie also said one of the best I had tied together about 6 desperate chapters and mini bosses, and turned out the big bad was the puppet master. Even behind characters thought good. I love that.
That's awesome.
It's a great hook.
The other thing I would say is seed. James does that, I think, better than, again, almost anyone I play with or run with. is seed for later. Constantly be thinking about, what you're going to try to do down the road by just dropping interesting NPCs or dropping in like little tidbits of things, little conversation points, and seeing what they grab onto. Because they'll tell the story if you just give them those little seeds to run with.
Yeah. Mick the Emissary, man. Said, I wish I played with you guys. My first group was way more experienced. I think some didn't have the patience for an over-enthusiastic newbie. And that's why Ben recruited me when I was 34 or something to play D&D for the first time. I jumped in with a bunch of people that had like all played and were just like kind of excited that I was trying it out for the first time. And yeah, people were super patient, great. And I think that, King's a really great DM for people that are just starting out because he knows most everything about it. But
the shit I don't, I make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like if you're gonna, especially if you got somebody new, to get freaking all up in the rules is not gonna go well for anybody.
No. I mean, make it fun.
Yeah.
Make it inviting. It should be a community type situation. A lot of times when somebody new's coming in, they may not know everybody who's there. So it's like, make them welcome. I mean, it should be welcoming. Yeah. These are spaces where we're collaborating together as peers. Again, we're telling stories together, like around the campfire.
Well, yeah, it's Mad Lib. But the DM's kind of got the structure, and if somebody wants to come in and just put dicks for everything, they can, but it's not going to give you a good result.
Well, I think that's something where like Beard is way better than I am. James has a good idea of like where his direction is early on, and he sets limits. That's something I get a little bit hodgepodgey on sometimes, which is not always to my benefit. Like I'll be like, tonight, because I'm in a certain mood, this is going to be very, very important. And then, later on, I'll lose the plot on it because it'll be like, why did I have dinosaurs that talked only in mathematical equations again? Where James is like that. I mean, James does a really good job of like, these are the hard and fast rules. This is something that I just am not interested in having in my game. So it doesn't exist in this dojo. This particular dojo.
True story. Oh, Rama asked, how do you spell that monster's name, King?
Otyugh? Otyuagh, I think. It's one of my favorite monsters. I've often said if I was going to be a rapper, I would be Lil Otyugh or MC Otyugh.
Yeah. Otyughh. Rarely found in groups of more than 4 individuals and are often solitary.
They're little walking garbage disposals. Well, not little.
Yeah, awesome.
They're one of my favorite monsters because they're psychic.
Bulbous creature born on 3 sturdy legs, its eyes and nose set along a vine-like stalk that snakes from the top of its bloated bodies, 2 rubbery tentacles ended spiky leaf-like appendages that the Otyugh uses to shovel food into its gaping maw.
I'm right here, awesome. James. Come on.
You just call me Matt.
My mom said I was handsome.
I'm the only guy who thought the husky section was cool because I thought it was about dogs. James can back me up. That's a true story.
That's a true story.
And if, like I said, if you are having problems with it or want, just jump on Sundays, or even you can just contact me directly. I'm more than happy to spread the disease and help people get where they want to be.
Yeah, baby.
Again, because if you run really fun games, that means other folks out there are enjoying them and will have fun and have their own stories to tell, and hopefully will, again, spread the disease.
Yeah.
And if you're ever interested in playing, Chaos Scar.
Yeah.
Although I will say December booked up real fast. We have Zane, Chris.
Was it going to be next week for this month?
No, it was yesterday. No, okay. I had one person sign up. I think Extra Life threw a lot of people, myself included.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I was going to say between that and Thanksgiving and.
But Zane is bringing another wrestling buddy
Nice.
who I don't know, who I haven't asked like who he is in wrestling. So
Oh, interesting.
which,
Could be a
if he's,
very
with, if he's with Zane, I trust that he's not a shitbag because Zane doesn't tolerate that stuff. But, he sent me his character. He's get to this today already. He's playing an Autonome Bard. I was like, okay, that's an interesting choice right off the bat. I'm down.
Yeah. I love it. D&D Hasbro herpes. That's funny. Hook, all players are magically bonded to sentient magic weapons that don't like them. I love that.
I love that.
Mixie, that's great.
I had that in D&O for a little while when Ryan was playing Eric from the D&D cartoon. He had a sword that was like, you're an idiot. You're so dumb. Why are we together? Just put me back in the scabbard and leave me for someone much smarter to find.
Now I kind of want you to like do like a D&D-ified Power Rangers.
James ran Power Rangers Super Sentai last year.
Oh no, but like in D&D, like here's a bunch of like kids that get given magical weapons by a wizard instead of Zordon or something.
So the D&D cartoon.
Well, yeah, but maybe they fight giant monsters. I don't know. Or they high school, and then Bulk and Skull are there.
Yeah,
I met them this weekend.
I heard that.
I got to eat a burrito with Bulk and Skull.
You had a burrito with Bulk and Skull, yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Life's fucking weird.
I want to try to do some different stuff with D&D. I've been listening to the new Adventure Zone season, Steeplechase. I can't recommend it enough. It's really cool, and they're using Blades in the Dark in a wildly interesting way. And with Ether Sea, which I guess they're going to go back to periodically, that was D&D, but it was not like any D&D I ever have played. And it made me very excited to see, like, maybe I should be trying out some different things and, testing how far I can take, 5e and mess with it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, did I miss any bean footage? You did, for Givens. I'm sorry. I'll run it at the end, too. Don't worry about it. Now I have to figure out Spider-Boy's skin tone. Other than fucking pasty.
Yeah, I was going to say, which shade of white do you need to use?
Well, so right now I'm at that point with the head. So.
I mean, if you want to be
Shit.
current to the comics, just take one of the arms off and use that. You're done.
Let's see. I have. A good skin tone that I'm using. He had a 90s tan like Vanilla Ice.
I don't even know that I know what that means.
That's awesome, Dave. I've heard they're super cool dudes. I laughed really hard because they are, in fact, like best friends in real life. So at one point, they were running each other around on luggage carts around the show floor. So all of a sudden you heard, woo, woo! And you looked over and Bulk or Skull was pushing the other on a luggage cart to go back to the green room. It's a good time. Identity, it's going well. It's going well.
Like Kevin Steen on a motorized wheelchair in a high school gym.
That was amazing.
Memories.
Can I ride on the back of your wheelchair, please? I was still surprised that guy was like, "Fuck yeah, you can." All right, I don't know what I think about this, so I'm gonna give it out to the.
Oh, I like that.
Hold on. That looks cool.
Shit. That looks awesome.
Something about giving him like some man-at-arms armor, maybe.
It's reminding me of something. No, I can't.
Stan Lee.
No. I mean, sort of, but
It's like
except for less slimy.
Gladiator and Mole Man and the punks from The Dark Knight Returns like all had a baby.
Oh, Mutant Leader.
I finally finished Vlog.
Oh, that looks cool as hell.
that's awesome. No, there's a specific like character that skin
Maybe
tone.
in the later years. Love it. All right, Mitch. Thanks, my dude.
See you, bud. Have a good one, man.
Bye, Mitch.
Thanks for stopping
And
by.
thanks to Matthew.
Thank you.
He's finally done.
Nice. Damn, it looks good.
Yeah, I can't
shit.
remember.
I dig it.
Yeah, Mitch has got it. Listen to them.
It's true. Boink.
Still trying to figure
Give
out
the children the monies.
this. I feel like it needs more.
Maybe.
Stupid, sexy Colossus.
Yeah, he's a really sexy boy.
Mm-hmm. Just to
Mitch
say,
Falcon, yes, I'm working now. True story. Identity. Oh, wait. One Punch Man. We talked about that earlier. Matt did. I am going to, and yeah.
he's gonna wait for a sale or for clearance. Famous what's wrong with toy collecting.
Also, I'm sorry, but Hero just looks amazing.
He does.
Hero's a great design.
Yeah, it's just so good.
It's so weird that they just never made one originally.
When I finish this dude.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Boink.
Oh shit.
Nice.
That looks great. Which line is that from?
This was a Bones one.
Huh.
So he was very kind of spongy-ish to paint. I got another stone giant that I've been. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I showed everybody else this, but this game finally.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I love this neck thing. It's great.
Yeah. What's the funniest or funnest wrestler interaction you've had? Mine was seeing Scott Steiner having an epic related meltdown in a tiny smart car at All Out.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Ah! Ah! I don't know. What would yours be, Beard?
Oh man. It would probably be when we went freshman year, I think of college. Kurt Angle came to. I want to say that he was like in the quad or something at.
It was him and Hurricane.
Yeah, it's him and Hurricane. They were like signing like in the super block of the University of Minnesota, not even like at a inside thing. And we went and saw him, and we brought his It's True book. And I thought he was going to pee his pants laughing because Randy and I asked him for like the most ridiculous things. Like, he's just like, yeah, who should I sign this to? I was like, Kurt, I don't care who you sign it to, but if you could sign it Yippee-Ki-Yay Mother Hubbard, I would love it. So he signed mine, Yippee-Ki-Yay Mother Hubbard, Kurt Angle. And he said he signed Randy's Goddamn Golf. Just like, he was like so like I don't even know if he kind of like got that we just loved his comedy shit more than the fact that he was probably one of the most skilled technical wrestlers to ever like be in like professional wrestling. But that was maybe my my favorite, just because he was such a like he like just thought it was so funny that we were just like, yeah, we don't, you know, like we don't want anything serious or addressed to us in particular. We just want these dumb things that you said when hanging out with like Vince and Steve Austin, you know. But yeah, I don't know. How about you guys?
The one that pops into mind first is Steen photobombing us when we were taking a picture with War Machine.
That's great.
Or when I showed him the sign that said we drove 7.9 miles.
Yeah.
But I made a very small decimal point, and he's like, "Oh, you fucks! I thought that said 79." And I'm like, and so we're both
Nope.
like idiots in the picture. It's great.
Oh, runner-up might be when AJ Styles people were like chanting.
Who the fuck said that? Who said the Earth is round?
Were like chanting CM Punk and being like shitheads during an ROH match, and AJ Styles like came over to like, was it you and Gene and Randy? And was like, who the fuck said that?
And Gene and I, and we were in Lucha masks.
It was great.
He was legit angry.
Yeah.
The party hats too on Steen's farewell was wondrous.
Oh, you mean
a lot of those Hopkins shows back when it was cool?
You mean this party hat?
Yes, that one right there.
Steen loves zoos. He's a zoo enthusiast, and I got him to sign a zoo party hat. And we had little party streamer things where you go and it goes.
Yeah.
And so he like went around the entire ring like wearing one of those and blowing that right before his like very serious match with Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, it wasn't. Well, his match with Tommaso ended up being half comedy, anyways. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think all of his stuff in ROH at that point was because he didn't want to get hurt before he went to the E. Kofi Kingston came to town for a promo thing, went to Mickey D's, and the cashier was geeking out. And the manager said, "Get it moving." The cashier said, "Do you know who this is?" And the manager said, "Yep, the guy holding up my line." Damn. Wow.
My favorite is Dave as Evil Uno. When was that?
Second best.
Mine's I think mine's pretty easy. We had a special moment at a first wrestling show where we sat side by side and got a picture and was like, "Oh, well, this is super cool. I'll never see this guy again." And then a couple months later,
on his birthday,
yeah, he walks by. He's Sonny Ono bringing Ultimo Dragon to the fucking ring.
Oh yeah.
Stops so we can have a conversation.
Recognizes King sitting at the commentary booth. Let's Ultimo just keep walking.
And we have like a 10-minute conversation, like we're long lost friends.
So awesome.
We were at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did offer to give me a donut, which, you know, I will say this. He's a very tiny man.
Yes, he is.
And I believe his wife is a very tall woman and very, very fetching. I was like, way to outkick your coverage there, Sonny Ono. But he was super cool. He was really cool to me. He didn't have to be. Pop put us up in those seats, and which was also thank you Beard and thank you Pop for that.
Yeah.
And just happened to be sitting beside Sonny Ono. I can't remember who was he there with. Was that Sasuke?
No, that was Ultimo, wasn't it?
No, at first.
Yeah,
I think that was Sasuke.
He came up with Ultimo.
But I think when I went, he was there with Sasuke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he was kind of like handling, interpreting.
Yeah. Sounds right.
This is why they call him Great Sasuke.
There was a lot of cool stuff back when there was a certain promotion that we don't talk about anymore. We had a lot of really fun interactions, but
Shaggy, can't wait. I get to scissor Max Caster in December at Warrior Wrestling. I paid for the meet and greet.
Nice.
That's amazing.
I will say I will always remember taking Colt Cabana, DJZ, Bryce Remsburg, a very good professional or Avery Good professional wrestler, and Bob to Bar Luchador, and then Colt's like, oh shit, I got to run across the street to get David Arquette's gimmicks. He had to go across to get candy for David Arquette's entrance where he threw up candy.
That's funny.
R.I.P. Barluch.
I feel like it's funny, like you said, Dave, like you saw Mick Foley, talked to Mick Foley at Twin Cities Con this weekend, and just like we forget how big everybody was in the Attitude Era, and like Mick Foley like doesn't look that big, but he's legit like 6'3", 6'4", like Dave is.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, what's that?
He's the same height as me. He's 6'4".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Well, I can never remember whether you're 6'3" or 6'4", so I said 6'3" or 6'4".
No, I
didn't offend you. CLJ, please don't crucify me. I can't remember how tall my giant ass brother is.
My big-headed brother. I love my tall wife.
He's six. He's 6'4.5" with the beanie.
I love my very tall wife. Have tall wife is blessing and curse.
It was that thing of I bumped into him in the green room, and it was that thing of like he stood up and I was like, oh shit. Like my brain just it doesn't compute. Just because it's like, oh yeah, you were more of the average height at that time.
Back in the day, I took some people served to a SmackDown in the Target Center, and afterwards they got to meet the Dudley Boys and Big Show. And I am not a small human.
No.
I'm bigger than the Dudleys, not by a lot, but I'm bigger than the Dudleys. Big Show makes me look like a fucking toddler.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a real person.
I'm trying to think.
He looks like something out of like Jim Henson's workshop.
He signed at the Rotunda at Mall of America once, and I'm trying to remember. I must have gone with Steve or something, but I was the last person in line, and so I was like, ah, shit, like, you know, I'm not gonna get through. And like he was packing up to leave, and I really wanted him to sign my like program, and he was walking away. I'm like, hey man, can I just get you to sign this real quick before you leave? And he was like, if you can high five me. And they, you know how they have like that platform that like goes up like 1 or 2 steps usually if they're signing in the rotunda, like he is off that and he just goes. He raises his hand and I'm like, oh shit, because this is like buzz cut ECW champion Big Show, and I'm like, can I get a running start? He said, yep. So I ran down that whole platform and I still was only like, like barely grazed it. He still signed it, but that's like, woo.
He $1 million manned you.
Dave, you are wrestler size. I am.
Somewhere, Dave, you're gonna have to repost that picture where you're like literally picking up the Briscoes.
That was funny. Yeah.
Those are also men that are not very big.
No.
That Dave just absolutely dwarfed.
Well, that was the funny thing because they're just like, damn, they grow them boys big in Minnesota, you know, like chickens going crazy. And I'm trying to remember, someone was just like, oh yeah, he could probably pick both of you up, and they're like, no way. So I went like this and just a double bear hug and picked him up like that, and they're like, put it down. I'm like, okay.
Or that picture we all have with War Machine where they look like average sized humans, and the rest, there's at least 4 of us who are much bigger than them.
Yeah. Well, that's
or getting that picture with Jeff Cobb where he asked us to stoop down because we were too big.
It's also Jeff Cobb, sweetest smiling man in wrestling.
Oh God, so nice.
Yeah.
He was like, can you guys stoop down? Why? Because you make me look small.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Mr. Cobb, sir.
More more chat stories. Mixie said, also, so one time I was watching this thing on YouTube and Gentleman Jervis came on and talked toys with the host. Toy du jour said, back in the TNA Orlando days, we went to an event at the NASCAR Cafe where we played video games with the roster, watching Abyss and Bobby Roode in full gimmick losing it at air hockey to a little girl.
That's amazing.
My friend's claim to claim was driving Big Show back in his WCW Giant days all over Savannah in a taxi looking for weed back in 94.
Captain Insano needs a hit.
The Abnurgler said, I'm pretty sure Big Show's just shaved Sweetums from the Muppets once the show is canceled. I love it. That's so good.
I was thinking another good one was when we were calling for Heavy On, and I felt something tug on my leg, and it was Jazz in mid change of clothes asking me for my Gatorade. And I was like,
for your what?
Remember, for my Gatorade, she had like barely any clothes on, like she was changing. And there, I looked over and there's her husband, Rodney Mack, and he's just kind of like shaking his head like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
They were super cool, though. They were so nice.
Yeah. Mitch said, you know what I learned this year? Samuel Beckett drove Andre the Giant to school. Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, Forgivens, yeah. I had tea tonight. I think I ended up making some throat coat, which is like a medicinal, because I am like being on this after like teaching and doing an open house for like, I don't know, 9 hours of talking today. You probably hear a little bit in my voice, not so great. And I had some herbal Northern Lights, which is one of my favorite herbal teas. Yeah, it's like sweet spearmint, vanilla. It's caffeine free. Has chamomile, rose hips, and blackberry and raspberry leaf, and lavender. And
Just have an apple box for the tall folks.
I
do remember the night with Jeff Cobb too, because I went over and I shook his hand and he just went. He looked up for a second and he was just like, "Nice shirt, bro," because I was wearing one of his shirts because I had sweat through my other one. It's like good times.
Yeah, that was he and Chandra. They had a really good match.
Yeah.
Beard,
wasn't that your ring announcing debut?
I don't know if it was my debut, but it was definitely one of the ones that I did for them.
Just think, if you would have kept with that, no commentating probably.
No commentating. What? Nah.
Was in Club 616 in Memphis when Big Show got arrested for exposing himself to women. Jesus. All right, nice. Sid
Big Show be wildin'.
The teacher and Out of Paras lost their voices and I went home early sick. Schools are fun.
Yeah, you can tell I have like gravel voice now.
Now you sound like you're underwater.
Yeah.
Beard Zoidberg.
Now Beard is the champion.
No, nothing good like that. No brandy in the tea.
Let's see.
I really like that even though he isn't, R.I.P. Jimmy Fallon is trending on Twitter.
What? Like, do I even want to know?
Yeah. Twitter.
Okay.
What about
Here, did you watch any of those assassination videos yet? Those any of the Forge Lab crew?
I have not.
Mm-mm.
Which ones?
That little crew that plays Minecraft with Forge Labs did a thing where they had like, I think there was 11 people, maybe more.
Need my scissors.
And 6 of the people were assigned to each other. Like One had to be the bodyguard, and the other one had to be the VIP, and the VIP only had 5 hearts.
Oh,
And
interesting.
then there were it was just 9, and then there was 3 assassins. And the VIP and bodyguards had like tasks they had to do.
Oh,
Like they had to get 5 buckets of milk. They had to bury a cow and make a like a tomb for a cow. They had to acquire 12 diamonds, and they had all these spots they had to drop them off at around the world at these different coordinates. And while the assassins didn't know what they had to go get, they did know where the coordinates for the drop-offs were.
Oh, interesting.
It's I think almost everyone has their videos out now, and it's really good. It's real funny.
Yeah.
I feel Twitter may have become a hellscape a little bit.
Dude,
I'm liking Zoidbeard.
is there anything better than Daniel Bryan mocking AJ Styles on Talking Smack? Somebody tweeted that. I think Public Enemies podcast tweeted that today. That is just far and away the funniest shit. Just him just dogging him relentlessly on air. It's just the best. Oh man.
Oh, I just made my life infinitely easier.
Ooh, Emilio said Russell's story is at FanFest at MSG WrestleMania 10. Macho Man and Crush were in the back of the bathroom with the ref. They were going over the finale of their match for pre-tape. Oh shit! Damn, Emilio, that's some like
Emilio.
Jeez.
Let's see.
Oh snap! It's already 9:45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has gone quickly.
Usually does. Let's see. That does not.
Making fun of Swifties is fun, but once these Hold Steady Mountain Goats tickets go on sale, a lot of divorced dads are going to be in the same boat. Oh, love it. God damn. Yeah. Are rhinoceroses the most terrifying animal?
Fuck no, hippos, man. Hippos kill more people than any other land animal.
Yeah, but rhinos just walking around with like weird, like flabby flesh armor.
Nah,
Hippos!
moose. Moose
are bad, yeah.
Moose are also terrifying.
Did you know that moose get taken off the census by orcas?
Wait, what?
So they're apparently in different parts in the far northern reaches, moose have to make these crossings, and they're hunting ground for killer whale, and killer whale will eat moose. They'll straight up jaws a moose. It's amazing.
Wow.
Right. I saw Go KU Jayhawks, and my brain went, is that what a Jayhawk is?
It is. It's not a real bird. It's a fake bird. It's fake news.
What up, drunk Gizmo?
Yeah, Casual Geographic had a big deal about it, where he was talking about like why orcas are possibly the most deadly equality sign on the planet.
Huh.
Next to the honey badger, because the honey badger is what he said, it's got crackhead energy.
Because honey badger don't give a fuck.
I'm telling you, that's a channel that I check almost every day to see if there's a new episode. But hippos murk fucking crocodiles for the fun of it.
Yeah, hippos are. I mean,
Like they were showing a baby hippo just using a full-grown crocodile as a chew toy. And the crocodile was like not doing anything back because there were two adult hippos about 5 feet away who would have treated him like a volleyball.
Huh.
Do you know there are wild monkeys in Florida? No.
Yeah.
Are those the one that island people forgot to could swim? Yes.
It was a Casual Geographic a couple weeks ago where he talked about the animals you don't want to be killed by, and chimpanzees were in the top 3.
I mean, I don't want to get killed by any of them.
Because a chimpanzee won't kill you, try to kill you. It'll just rip off your appendages, maul your genitals and your face.
Man, this is getting wild.
Ah, buck wild, man.
Hi, Star Wars. Hi, Dave. How's it going? Dave, you didn't tell me you had Star Wars friends on here.
What up, Ty? How's it going? Good meeting you this weekend.
I love this. More Star Wars. More Star Wars.
Nothing but Star Wars.
Has the other episodes dropped there, Beard? Or
They were up before our episode.
were they really? Congratulations, man. And that was a huge
All up
undertaking.
on, they're all up on the YouTubes. There will be extended openings for each of them, but yeah, all of the episodes are up on the YouTubes.
What you guys doing? Making figures. There we go. There's a Superboy boot.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Did they? Did you ever get enough donations to do another episode?
I haven't checked at all. So this week is registration week. So like in addition to the 17 credits I'm teaching, I'm also like registering 30 people for classes in the spring. And I got to this was my month to run the open house. So I did that for 2 hours after teaching for like 6 hours. So I have not checked. I will though.
Party.
Yeah, baby.
Monkeys escape.
Yeah, all the scum and villainy.
And just chill out in the Everglades. Hell yeah.
I don't know, Dave. Can you share YouTube
Like videos?
Yeah, like it doesn't have any copyright music or anything like that. It's all open source.
Possibly. I don't know if it'll play. You would have to actually send me like the physical not the physical, but like the file for it to play the audio properly. I found.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that look good? Yes. Oh no! Damn it!
Don't know if it's going to get there in time, Dave.
Well, stall.
What do you mean stall? It's not even my show. I don't even know how to stall.
It's not gonna work.
I've seen you DM. I know you can stall.
That's not true.
Another fun animal fact: turtles make the best ninjas, followed by rabbits. Noted. Stall equals read copy.
I'm trying to figure out where all of these bad boys. Aha, just kidding. I think I found it. Yes. All right. It's coming your way via the Google Drive.
Okay.
Overdrive.
Are you emailing them then?
No. Google Drive.
No, okay. I didn't know how you were sending me the link.
I will send you the link on Google Drive. You can download and upload. It's literally like 1 minute away from finishing uploading to Google Drive. Matt, what are your thoughts on the SG Soundwave being the Netflix mold, but his tapes are the Siege versions in the SG Paint?
Well, I don't think they did a different. Did they do a different Ravage for Siege? I don't mind with the tapes. Honestly, the story takes place on Cybertron, so it's not a big deal. But I still prefer the Netflix Soundwave mold because he actually turns into a tape deck, not a lamppost or whatever. So,
I love lamp.
So yeah, I'm cool with the tapes being the Siege molds. They're fine molds. I don't need them to turn into cassettes necessarily.
Where the hell? I wonder if that company will make a Ninja Rabbit to go with their Samurai Turtles. That'd be dope.
But he does have a headband, so
Hell yeah, he does. Mm-hmm. Where is?
Blessing from the Sky Bison, yeah.
Did it send, James?
It is it's less than a minute left at 89%. Then I will put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. That's what I missed. But does he have the touch? Does he have the power? Slightly different for Ravage, but the Laserbeak had a bird head for the Netflix mold release.
Yes, I do recall that. And that doesn't, I mean, you know.
If you know, you know.
All right. It sent you the link in the private chat. Ooh la la.
Alrighty.
It's slightly different for Ravage, but the Laserbeak is a bird head for the Netflix mold.
Okay.
Yeah, the weird Netflix arms that have like the landing gear still in there that you can't actually move.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go. Okay, downloading.
Is that X Factor?
You're
dealing with the X Factor.
I got everything I ever wanted, and I never give that back. Yeah. Did I do it right? Okay, I actually have to upload this, so give me 1 second.
King, did you see the Masterverse pig head?
It's absolutely beautiful.
That Sorceress looks really good too. I'll probably replace my Classics one with that one just because she's got the cloth cape and not the weird plastic wings.
I had already pre-ordered the Evil Lyn Sorceress. That's another one that's just like, damn, that looks good.
Yeah.
I have the X Factor thing stuck in my
As soon as I can find the pig head, I'll probably be doing the same. I didn't see it up anywhere. I didn't know if it was exclusive somewhere, and I just wasn't aware of it yet.
I don't think so. Mitch, Shatterglass Tarn would be very interesting. Not sure how that would work, but it'd be cool. And I did get the Junkyons Super Spike. I actually got 3 Wreck-Gars so I can use the non-off kits and get a bunch of different Junkyons. So I would say the figure's pretty solid, like a lot of the Studio Series stuff. The robot mode definitely takes precedence. And the vehicle mode, suffers a little bit for it, but it's not bad with that one. And the original figure actually was pretty articulated, and so they had a good framework to work off of. Yeah, Podsky, if they do a Studio Series Ravage, I'll buy one. I would rather they knock out the rest of the Autobot tapes first, though. because I'm fine enough with the Siege Ravage. I would rather get more characters, new characters first.
Is it done? It's done. Yes, it's done. Okay, I can play this. All right. A 3, a 2, a 1. Nice. That ended abruptly.
If you want more of that, then you're going to have to pony up some money to Extra Life.
Hell yeah. Speaking of which, you can check out that link in the chat as well as the video description below. But I'm going to throw it around the loop real quick so that folks can shout out what's coming up next. Mitch just dropped it there too. Hey guys, remember you can still donate. Definitely check that out.
Yeah.
And remember, if you can't donate, share the link. Doesn't hurt. In fact, it helps. So real quick, we'll start with King. King, what do you have coming up? Where are you going to be? Where can people find you?
Gosh, I know you're going to start with me every time, and I always can't remember what I'm doing. I will be on Gnome World United this Friday. No Bad at Games. Instead, this Friday, we're doing a Spoopy Boys episode. Myself, Colin, sounds like your junior senior official, Clark Feldman, and who knows what else. I believe the subject is flicks that deserved a sequel. Horror movies that deserved a sequel or a franchise, or the best one and done movies as well. So, like flicks that deserved a sequel, Beyond the Mask. Best one and dones, I don't know. I'll have to think more about that. I've got a bunch that I probably should name, but you have to watch the show, I guess.
Hell yeah. All right. Matt.
I'll be doing prep school come Sunday. Here every Tuesday. HypnoHustlers_customs on Instagram. And I don't know whether, the other stuff that I'm at will still exist.
Hey, Matt, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you flick your toothpick at the camera?
Try.
Yes! That was the best. Thank you, Matthew.
Not a problem. And I'll hand it off to to Beard here to answer Peregrine 2's question from the chat.
Boink.
What was that? Oh, that'd be Scum and Villainy, a 3-part or a 5-part 3-parter that we did stemming from last year's Extra Life, where Ben ran a session based on the Apocalypse World hack for Star Wars. We rolled that out into a 5-issue or 5-episode series, and hopefully we'll be doing some more. Ben also ran, King also ran a kind of Empires-based one shot at Extra Life this year as part of our fundraising campaign, and that was the teaser for episode 8 of this overall kind of like Star Wars arc that we've been doing with different trilogies that you can find at youtube.com/@knownworldunited. There's 5 episodes up there with a group of bounty hunters that included myself, Matt, our good friends Joel, Ryan, and Nate, who you can see every Monday or Tuesday, every other at the Down and Outlands on Monday with Your King Ginger DMing, and Tuesday upcoming Drakewind Falls, which I DM both ongoing D&D 5e editions. So yeah, it's great. We have a lot of fun. It's madcap. And yeah, there's all these things across the galaxy far, far away that are coming in. And I think that we should have some new fun things for upcoming episodes as well.
Tony.
So.
Right on.
Ooh.
And as always, you can find me right here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday is Let's Talk Toys, Toy News, Toy Talk, and much, much more. Tuesday is Tiny Meng Tuesday. That's what you're watching right now, where it is Chop and Shop, Talk and Shop, answering your questions about toy, customization, restoration, and just some general talk as well. Then tomorrow night is Grippin' and Rippin', and unfortunately, since he had to back out, he had some family things come up, but Robo's back from getting smokes, so make sure to tune in. The Monday Foosh Live crew's back, baby. Yeah, and then I think I'm done for the week. You can find me on Twitter for now at Dave Wheeler. You can find me on Instagram at the Dave Wheeler. Please like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified whenever we go live here on the channel. Leave a comment if you dug this. If you want to see other commentary, other questions answered, leave it below, because we're always looking for fun stuff to talk to, or talk about rather. Also, yes, as Mitch says, well, fuck, Tony's getting the tattoo. Thanks to Kai Plus for donating $500. Tony Cosman is getting a consortium of jackasses tattoo, and I will be going down and filming that and editing it into a video. So massive shout out to Tony for putting his body on the line. Yeah, so thank you, Tony. Thank you, everybody who's donated, been a part of the Extra Life campaign. It's been a wild ride. I am waiting for those super chats to hit, but we will officially break $6,000 on my end. On Known World United, we're over 18,000, correct? So it's friggin' nuts. We're doing amazing things for kids. Also, as a reminder, all super chats here on the Dave Wonder channel through the end of the year do go to the campaign for Extra Life. So please give if you can, but just go through the Extra Life link, because then YouTube doesn't get their grubby little paws on any of that sweet, sweet coin. So as always, thank you, Beard. Thank you, King. Thank you, Matt. Much love from Minnesota. Oh, also, thank you, Mitch. And good night. I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
Somebody two-peat me.
Oh, shit! What do you mean bad news, Mitch? I don't have any more nuggets to eat. I mean, maybe I'll make a run. Let's raise some more money with nugs. All right. Good night.